All right, then let's talk about the high C's. High C's will also have a slower pace, just like your high S's. They are going to be, however, a little bit more focused on quality, on accuracy, data. Let's analyze it, let's take it in, let's weigh all of our data, and let's make an analytical, very thoughtful decision about what we do. You'll notice the facial expressions for the high C are a little bit more guarded. Sometimes I've had a high C tell me that someone will ask them, John, are you mad at me? Is there something I've done? And John may be very puzzled about that. But John has been taking in information and, again, processing it. So he's trying to make the very best decision. High C's will set very high standards for themselves, and they expect others to have those high standards as well. So when someone does not do a good job, the high C, even though they might not say it, is probably somewhat critical about that, because they will work very hard to make sure they have the utmost quality in something, and they expect you to do the same as well. So the blind spot for the high C is that sometimes it could be difficult for them to make a decision. If that's you, just realize that there are times when you have to say, okay, enough on the data, it is time to move on. Also, the high C can tend to be their own worst enemy sometimes, because they can be a little bit overly critical of themselves and others. All right, and then high C's, and again, you won't find those as much in the limelight, because they like to, they're back doing their research, if you will. So a lot of times you'll find a scientist or someone that's gathering, again, a lot of important information, a researcher that has some high C behavior. Some people in the public arena that you might be familiar with, I have observed some high C behavior in Jimmy Carter, also in Al Gore. I think Condoleezza Rice also had a lot of high C behavior. Sometimes you'll find that they are so diplomatic. They will watch what they say, when they say it. They are really paying attention to their words because they want to say the right thing at the right time to the right person. And so pay attention to those C individuals, the conscientiousness, and again, where they're putting their emphasis. Their pace is a little bit slower, and their place is on task. They want to get things done. So they are, again, focused on quality and doing things correctly. And with the high C's, the focus for them is on accuracy, is on quality. So allow them to do their job in a way that helps meet their high standards. If you're setting standards for them, don't just say, oh, well, whatever. Give them some guidance, but let them know how they're going to be evaluated so that then they can meet those standards and really achieve some satisfaction from doing a job well. Okay, so just in review, we have the issue of pace. So your D's and your I's will tend to be a little bit faster paced. Your S's and your C's will be a little bit slower paced. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was place. So we have pace and we have place. And where place, what I'm talking about there is where we tend to place our emphasis. So you have D's and C's, the dominance and the conscientiousness styles, that tend to put their emphasis, they will place emphasis on task. So they're focused on getting things done. High D's, getting it done quickly. High C's, getting it done well and accurately. And then your high I's and your high S's will tend to put their place their focus, if you will, on relationships. So the high I's, because I want to bring you all along and get you on board and influence you, and high steadiness will put their emphasis on relationships because we want to cooperate. We want people to work together as a team. So think about pace and place, and hopefully this will help you as you start to pay attention to individual style. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. if you have a need for more information, two websites I want to refer you to. You can go to trainingresources.com. That is our main website, which will provide you with the actual tools, the facilitation materials, the reports, where you can go and find out more from a real assessment about your DISC style. If you're looking to get some training around DISC, you can go to our main training website, which is disctraining.com. And by the way, on disctraining.com, I also have a free audio e-course. If you go there and look over on the left-hand side, you'll see free audio e-course, I believe it says. Sign up for that. I deliver 7 email lessons in a course called 7 Deadly Sins That DISC Trainers Make. Because I've done them all. And hopefully you can avoid some of those with a little bit of help from my experience. Thank you so much for listening to this this video. I wish you the very best. Continue to do people reading each and every day, and as you start down the road of DISC, you will discover many fun things about yourself and others. So, thank you so much. Bye now.